오갔어요.
Don't wait for me, honey. Don't wait,
뭐야 이거?
'cause I'm always heading your way. And I know exactly what I'm looking for. And as we go, I'll keep running till I can't no more. You'll always be the one I want midnight. You'll always steal my breath away. Yeah. You'll always be my heart, my life. Every second, every day.
으쌰. 뭐야? 하나, 둘, 두 개 나왔는데 어디서 또 나왔어요. 하나를 잘라야 되니까 자를 거예요. 여기서 겨순. 놀래라. 놀래라. 야, 저리 가. 벌레 하나도 없어요. 달팽이. 달팽이 진짜 많아요.